Forget gurus. Forget anyone claiming to be an online business expert without going through the challenges of entrepreneurship themselves. The Real Money, Real Business podcast is here to prove the best insights in online business comes from your fellow online business builders. We dig into stories of entrepreneurs selling their business on the Empire Flippers marketplace so that you can learn how they made their business profitable, how they overcame obstacles, and what lessons they learned in their online journey. If you want to take your business and your knowledge to the next level, you've come to the right podcast. Let's get started.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the Real Money, Real Business podcast. We record these interviews so potential buyers have more information about the seller and their business to help them make a buying decision. Now, before we dive in, let's go over a brief summary of this business. It's an Amazon FBA and e-commerce business created in November of 2017 in the hobbies, gaming, and home niches. And the average monthly revenue for the business is $77,686 and makes an average of $23,977 per month in net profit. The assets included in the sale are an Amazon Seller Central account with one SKU, the primary domain and all site content and files, two secondary domains, supplier contracts, and we have Shopify, Walmart, Faire, eBay, and Etsy accounts. There are social media accounts and pages, which are Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, and TikTok. And we have trademarks, an email list with about 48,000 subscribers. There are SOPs, and just as a disclaimer, inventory is not normally included in the list price, but further details can be provided to unlockers. And as another disclaimer, buyers should have an active VAT number in all UK and EU countries where this business has inventory stored before the transfer can finalize, and it's highly recommended to begin the VAT registration process as soon as possible. So for everyone listening, you can visit empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing 65866 to learn more about the business, or you can unlock this listing to start your due diligence if you're interested in purchasing this asset. So that's a brief overview of the business for sale. Let's hear from the seller with me today. Welcome to the show, Andre. How are you doing today?
Yeah, hi Nick, hi everyone. I'm doing well. What about you?
I'm doing well as well. I'm in California right now, and I'm not in Southern California. It's raining a lot over here, but that's okay. I will be going to some nice tropical weather soon, so I'm looking forward to that.
Awesome.
All right. So first question, Andre, can you tell us a little bit about your background in building and running online businesses?
Yeah, I remember when first time I started online business, it was back when I was in the university, and it was just the context website about pregnancy and all this stuff. And it was like more than 10 years ago. And since then, I sold the website. It was my first successful business, which I sold in the end. It was like $3,000. But I was a student. For me, it was, a huge amount of money. And since then, I decided that I want to be an entrepreneur. And in 2015, I learned about the Amazon option, the FBA business, and I started Amazon. In 2015 and all these things, all these years, I just tried different models, different products, different niches. And so I would say in the online business, I'm more than 10 years.
Wow. So starting off with a content site, and you started with a content site in the pregnancy niche. Wow, that is very courageous. I would not know how to even talk about that topic, but great job. So that was your first exit. And then you got into FBA. And how many SKUs or products and niches did you go through until you arrived at the business that you have now that's obviously very successful?
Yeah, thanks, Nick. I tried and I failed multiple times. Every time when I launched the new brand and I did some mistakes, I learned how not to do. And I believe it was 6 times, like 6 launches. My first product was coffee. And by the way, I live in Miami. So the roaster was in Miami and it was super competitive niche. So after 6 months, I decided to discontinue this brand. Then I started another one and the quality of the product was not so good. I would say the sales was nice, but I started to get negative reviews. So like it took me some time when I launched my current business, and I launched this business in 2017. So like it took me 2 years, maybe a little bit more, to get this experience and knowledge how to do and what to do in order to be successful on Amazon.
That's awesome. Yeah, because it can be very disheartening when you just get started into Amazon or e-commerce and you launch your first product and you really want that first product to work well. And if it doesn't, then for many, that can be the last time that they decide to sell online and or they think it doesn't work. So it's great to hear that you just kept going and until you arrived at this business. So it's been several years that you've been running and growing this business. Why are you deciding to sell it now instead of keeping it and growing it further?
Great question. So this year, my baby girl was born, and it completely changed my life. This is the first thing. And the second thing, like I spent 5 years to run this business. And when you have a child and when you already work for 5 years, you just think that you want to focus a little more on the family side and you want to take some rest. So this is the reason why I decided to sell.
Got it. Yep, I've heard that many times where online business owners they have a new life event and usually it's having a child. So congratulations on that, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. All right. So this business, you have operated this for about 5 years. So during that time, what did you learn from building this that worked, or what would you say really contributed to your success this time? Because I know you mentioned with the coffee product that didn't work out as well as competitive. The other product that you sold, it did work out well in the beginning, but then based on negative reviews, it didn't work out as well. So what do you think worked this time for you?
Yeah, this is a great question. And I have a few things that I think is super important to be successful on Amazon and why we successful with that particular brand. So the first thing that we paid attention for quality, because in the current environment on Amazon, in order to be successful, you need to put the customer and quality first. So this is the first thing. We created high quality product where people really enjoy what they buy and they enjoy to use this product. The second thing that I would like to say is competitive advantage. Because if you don't have competitive advantages, it's hard to explain for customers why they need to choose your product instead of competitors' product. Right now, in the current niche where we sell, we are top seller in the niche, but it was not all the time like that, right? We started with 0 reviews, and because we had competitive advantage and we come up with the idea how we can improve current product, we created some competitive bullets and things that really turned buyers to our side. So for instance, some of the competitors in our niche, they have a lot of reviews, but they sell cheap product, and a lot of things that customers complained were able to resolve in our product. And even our product is premium segment, like higher than competitors products. I mean, like the price, we're able to get piece of the share market because we created great competitive advantage. And also we were able to show through the listing and explain why customers need to buy us, even if we have like in 10 times less reviews than our competitors. So I think this is the secret sauce right now, not only in our niche, but for any niche in Amazon. And the third thing I would like to add, it's the passion. So our niche is the passion niche, where people buy because they have passion to that specific product. And one of the main things, our product is resolve the real problem for the people. So like once they're gonna start using the product, they can see that, oh wow, it's really game changer for them. This is like, by the way, this word game changer, we read a lot in reviews because they see that their life is improved after starting to use our product. So great reviews because of the high quality, because people are happy, and the competitive advantage, why we are better than competitors. And I think this is why we succeed on Amazon with that particular product.
Yeah, that's a great combination where you mentioned having a competitive advantage. So really creating that competitive advantage, first of all, based upon what this niche was complaining about with other products. And you really highlighted the competitive advantage. Not only did your product have it, but you made sure that your marketing communicated that advantage clearly, but also, as you mentioned, a passionate audience that is very educated about why this is a competitive advantage and why this can be really valuable for them. So I think that's a wonderful combination. As a different example is you do create a competitive advantage, but to an audience that isn't
Aware.
aware, or yeah, they're not super passionate, so they don't have the understanding of why your feature is so attractive, why it's a game changer, as you said, or as they said, which was more important. So
Yeah.
awesome way to find that combination there. Well, was there anything with this business specifically or this product line that didn't work out as well? I know that there were other products that you've launched within this line. Was there anything that didn't work out, whether that was a specific product or, I don't know, ad campaigns or a type of marketing channel that you tried to pursue?
Yeah, it's also the great question. Yeah, like this is not only one product that we had in our brand. We had many more products, but yeah, one of the things that we faced during the run building this business, it was the trend. And this is one of like lessons that I learned that like when you sell, you need to be aware of the trend, where the trend is going, like, and one of the products that we discontinued just because of the trend is decreased significantly from the time when we started the business 5 years ago. So this was one of the things that like didn't work out for us. Even we had great success in the first few years running the business just with the products that we discontinued. But because of the trend was changed, yeah, so now like with the current product, we spend like hours to analyze the trend, to see the trend, how the trend performed in the past and how it will perform in the future. And the cool thing about our product, because it already on the market for years and the trend is stable, and we believe it's here, it's more years to come.
Yep. So, do you think that when you evaluate a product to launch, do you try to launch something where you're seeing an early trend, or are you launching something that you try to go for that's more evergreen? Or I guess maybe the question is, do you try to follow a trend, or do you try to sell where there's just always like almost not a trend, it's just always demand for that kind of product, if that makes sense?
Yeah, makes sense. Absolutely. And again, it depends what kind of trend are we talking about. Because let's say we have trend like spinners or like CBD, right? Like it just exploded. And after a few years, it just disappeared or vanished, right? So like trends like this. So we also launch a few products like that in this trend. And it could be a great opportunity, like to catch the trend and to make a lot of money on this, but it's not sustainable in the long term. So right now, how I'm look on the business and for the products, what to launch on Amazon, we want to be this evergreen niche, of course, and we want to make sure that people, they still gonna buy this product after 10 years. And this is like, if the answer is yes, they probably gonna buy the same product after 10 years. So this means that the trend is at least stable or maybe even growing year after year. But some of the products, like the trend can go down in a few years, like fidget toys. It exploded like a year ago or 2 years ago. And right now, like, I don't know, like what's going on with this trend, but it's not so how it was a few years ago. And we are avoiding products like that. So yeah, in conclusion, yeah, we want to launch the product and we're launching the products that we are pretty comfortable and we sure that these products going to be able to sell these products after 5 or even 10 years from today.
Great. Okay. So, because you have been running this business for several years at this point, it seems like you're more in an operational phase and maybe less in a growth phase as much. You're maybe not focused as much on launching products. So, can you tell me, as of right now, the amount and the type of work that you do on this business to maintain it?
Yes, like I'm not involved in the operational processes at the moment because we streamlined the process with our SOPs. So we have about like 120 SOPs in house that we use to run the business. And my daily tasks, I check emails. I have 2 weekly calls with the account manager specialist. We're discussing the strategy, the tactics, some new testing ideas for PPC. We are talking about, like just regular work calls. Beside that, I also check sales, business reports, competitors. But I would say I'm not spend a lot of time to manage the business. But it not mean that I'm not working on the business. Like I'm still thinking 24/7 about the business, about the ideas, what we need to implement, what we can test, what we can launch. And yes, we involve and we work on business to grow it like every day. And even with that structure, we still have amazing growth. Every year we grow every year. Like even right now in 2022, our growth rate is like almost 70% year over year compared to 2021 for US market and like 600 or 700% for UK market. So we are growing like every year. We are growing significantly. Even we have less hustle in the company, we do less work, but less doesn't mean that we not grow. So like we have like stable growth, and we have plan, and we have a pipeline for products what we're gonna launch or the new buyer can launch in order to support the growth that we already have.
Awesome. Yeah, 120 SOPs. Wow. Okay. Well, speaking of what you were just mentioning, that's the perfect transition to this next question, which is about those opportunities. So, if you were to keep the business, what are some ways that you would try to grow it?
So we have 2 products that already ready for mass production. It means that we already got custom samples. We improved those products based on customers' reviews that we already received. We sold out all the products. We just recreated and relaunched the same idea, but with the better version of this product. So we have 2 products like that will be launched anyway. We are working to launch this in 2023, like right now. Like we're working to launch it now. And this is the first thing. We have 600, like 650 reviews for that product that we can use as a variation. And it's going to be the variation of the already products that we already sold. So it's like instant grow for the reviews, and it's not against the policy of Amazon, because one of the things that I'm really proud, we run the business only like with the Amazon TOS in mind. We didn't break any TOS. We didn't receive any violations about ranking or review manipulations. We not mess around with this stuff. And also we have 1 product, 1 idea that is also ready to launch. Like we are working right now. We already developed the competitor advantage for the product. We found some unique opportunities, again, how we did in the first place with our current product. So we have the same plan, and we have this competitive advantage that we going to use just to disrupt the whole niche. Like it's literally, we're gonna disrupt the whole niche. We're gonna change the game in that niche. And with the thing that we come up already. So now we're working to find the supplier for that product. And in conclusion, we have 2 products that is ready to launch. We just need to place the order with our supplier. We already received custom samples, pre-production samples, and the samples were approved. And 1 more product, looking for suppliers to launch it. And I believe it's going to be a great product. And it's going to be amazing opportunity for the new buyer who is going to willing to launch that product and support the growth of the company. And even it's not a lot of products, it's only 3 products in pipeline, but these products can have a huge difference, because the product that we going to launch in the new niche, the niche is like X5 more than the niche we are right now. So like if like there's much more money and opportunities.
Nice. So you're diversifying. That's great. So, on that note, let's talk about risks. It sounds like that's great to hear that you are adding 2 more products to this business that currently have 1 SKU. So, what do you think are the biggest risks with this business that a buyer should be aware of?
Yeah, I think the biggest risk is not to hear what the customers are saying and not to adapt for the changes in the market. It's easy to say, okay, so we are successful, so we already have thousands of reviews, so we relax and enjoy. But I think that it's important to keep, fingers like on pulse, just to see what's going on around in the niche, what our customers are eager for, to be able to know this and implement right away in the business. So it's not going to be too late, when already somebody going to take over in the niche or something like that. I think this is like the biggest risk what I see. And of course, we can say risks about Amazon rules or TOS, but I think it's more related to all Amazon businesses, not only to our Amazon business.
Right. Anyone who's familiar with selling on Amazon certainly understands that there are risks with being reliant on Amazon. But as you mentioned, you have been abiding by Amazon's terms of service, and you've also been operating for 5 years at this point. So that's a great sign that you're in a stable position when it comes to your relationship with Amazon. And then to your point about just making sure that you're listening to your customers, your audience, I imagine that is very important to do with a passionate niche like this, because they are very vocal about the things that they want. And if they're very passionate about the niche, then you need to show that you're listening to that niche, because as much as they'll talk about things that they like, they will also talk very much about things that they don't like. So you want to make sure that you are
Yeah, absolutely.
doing the things that they like, pretty much.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. Well, a few questions to wrap this up then, Andre. How much support are you willing to offer a new buyer once they acquire the business?
So I'm willing to offer 5 hours per week in the first month. So the first month it's going to be 20 hours of email or chat support, like video, audio. And from second to 12 months, so in the next 11 months, I am ready to provide 2 hours per week. In other words, 8 hours per month in the next 11 months.
Nice. That's awesome. And for anybody listening, the default is normally 30 days. So that's a very generous support period.
We have planned how to grow the business. We have products in pipeline, and I want business to succeed and to continue to grow. And I think it's important to be with the buyer on the same side and help them to grow this business even further. Even a few hours per week can play a big difference when you have experience in the niche and you understand the customer needs and you understand, the customer behavior. I think it's important to provide support like this for a year if necessary, in order to maximize like the success and the growth of the business with the new products.
Yeah, I can absolutely see that being helpful, especially right now where you have those two products that you haven't launched yet. So the business is coming up to a point where going to a product launch phase. So I can imagine your support on this can be even more helpful during this time. Nice.
Yep.
Okay, next question. Just confirming that you commit to a non-compete after the business is sold?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, perfect. And are you open to something like an earnout?
Yes, I'm ready to look and to negotiate any deal structure.
Okay, great. And putting yourself in the shoes of a buyer, why do you think this is a business worth buying?
I love this question. So the first thing, the business is exploding. Okay. So we hit 20K on Black Friday in one day for one product, our product. I think this is amazing. And November was our biggest month ever running this Amazon business. December also, it also was a great month for us, but we even couldn't imagine so amazing success in November. We ran out of stock in December. In the beginning of December, it was like December 10th or 11th. Even right now, we already sent products to Amazon, so they're gonna be delivered in the next few days. We have enough stock right now, but we almost whole December we were out of stock, so we lost a lot of opportunities. Last year we also ran out of stock in December for the same product in the same time, around beginning of December. So 2 years in a row we lost a lot of opportunities. And in the same time, this year we just crushing it. So the new buyer, they just need to be prepared for upcoming Q4. They need to make sure that they're gonna have and utilize all lighting deals that Amazon gonna provide. Amazon love us. We're receiving lighting deals for all special events on Amazon, like Prime Day, Prime Fall event, like Black Friday deal. So for all those holidays, Amazon give us the lighting deal in that specific day. So it's like it's drive, like sales as crazy. And it has huge potential just because like it's growing. Like this year, we grow 70% on US, we grow on UK, and we have new products that ready to launch. I mean, like this is one of the things that I can add why it's great opportunity. Also, we have the website. It's really beautifully created website on Shopify, amazing design. We spend thousands and thousands of dollars and we work and we run website in the first few years for the products that now we discontinued. So, but it doesn't mean that, like you can't use this website. I mean, like we have many sequences in Klaviyo, and we have affiliate network with 120, like 100 plus affiliate partners. We have reward program designed that also ready to use. We have 50,000 buyers who bought from the website, US buyers. We have beautiful designed social media accounts, Instagram, almost 8,000 followers, Facebook, 8,000 followers or like 10,000 followers. They all organically grow. So we didn't like use some, like tactics. So it's all real people who follow the brand. And we have new products to launch and we have great idea that is could make a fortune. So that's why I think this is amazing opportunity to take over and to scale this business even further.
Yeah, those are a lot of reasons. And yeah, I can understand. I'm looking at this earnings chart on your business listing right now, and November looks like a skyscraper compared to all of your months.
Yeah. And the thing is that this is not only 1 year. It's happened, like few years in a row. So previous year and this year. And I don't see any reason why it not should be the same in the next year. Also, what I would like to add about cool thing that we were able to decrease the landed cost for the product, because with the upcoming order that we're going to have in a few weeks, we're going to start to utilize Amazon warehouse and distribution centers instead of 3PL. I don't know if you guys familiar with this thing. So it's like a 3PL center, but you don't need to ship products to Amazon FBA anymore. So you just ship products to Amazon AWD, and then you keep and store products there, and Amazon ship to FBA as needed. And even if you don't have stock on FBA, you still are buyable and you have Prime badge because you have on Amazon AWD service, you have products there. So we also switched to this program. And because of this, we were able to decrease our shipping cost about 50%. This is the
Wow.
first thing. Yeah, I mean, like, this is amazing. So, and the second thing, in November, we increased the price of the product for about 10 or 15%. So we increased the product price and it's selling well. I mean, like, even higher price. So our profit margin for average for like last 12 months, I believe it's about 31%. But with the price increase, it's going to be even like maybe 35% or even more, because we increased the price. The product is selling well. People still buying. They're happy to buy with the current price. And also, this is again one of the reasons why the buyer needs to buy the business. Also, we have multiple accounts. We have Walmart account that is ready to go. We have Deliver account. We have Etsy account. We have Fair account. We have sales from Fair. We have eBay account. We have accounts on Amazon UK, Germany, France, Italy. All these markets, they can be launched with the same product. It's just instant growing opportunity. Right now, we only sell in UK and we're crushing it on UK this year. Like I said, like 700% grow compared to previous year. And there's many markets where accounts is already opened and you just need to set up, like pan-European or just deliver products to the Europe warehouse, let's say in Germany, and you're ready to take over Europe as well. So multiple reasons why buyers want to buy this business.
Yes, certainly multiple reasons here. And it seems like this business is currently an exciting phase with the recent growth and with all the growth opportunities that you just mentioned. Okay, I know that we just went over a lot. Andre, is there anything you'd like to add that you think I might have missed during the interview?
I think just in the last few sentences, I added everything about the business. Like I mentioned, we ran out of stock in December. Unfortunately, right now, the stock is coming to Amazon. It must be delivered in this Friday or Saturday. We have new order coming up from China, and we have enough inventory to cover next 5 or 6 months in inventory, maybe like 5 months. but we have enough inventory. And also our supplier recently updated the manufacturing process, and instead of 40 days of the production time how it was before, right now it's only 25 days, because I believe they bought like another machine. So it's like 25 days production time instead of 40 days. And we have amazing terms with suppliers. I mean, like, we have 20% down payment, then we pay 60% against the bill of landing. So we don't pay until the products arrive in the US. And after that, we pay 20% after 30 days products arrive in the US. So it's favorable payment terms, which allow us to grow, to order more, and to be more flexible with our cash flow. Yep, I think that's all.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. I mean, it's a few more days until December, and then we'll get an update on your graph for the month of December. So good to share that. But I certainly understand how you would not have forecasted the selling out in November. Yeah, there were just incredible sales.
It's just exploded. Yeah, like 5,000 units in one day, 200K per day. I mean, it's crazy. We
Yeah.
were happy. And the thing is that every lighting deal for this product is successful. I have some secrets and tricks how to run, even, how to be successful with this lighting deal, how we manage all lighting deals, but all lighting deals are super successful for that product. And we were not able to utilize all lighting deals in November and in December just because we ran out of inventory. So there's even more opportunities next year. I mean, 2023, it's around the corner. So to launch and to scale and grow the business.
Yep. But it's good to hear that you do have some solutions here, one of which is, well, the manufacturer production time decreased now, but also working with Amazon. I think you mentioned AWD.
Yes, Amazon Warehouse and Distribution Center.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. It sounds like more inventory over to them, and then they just kind of drip feed it over to their fulfillment centers.
Yes, and we're going to send now directly a door-to-door from our supplier in China to Amazon warehouse. And we were able to get a warehouse in California, because first time it was in Chicago, in Illinois. Like, I spoke with them and I was able to negotiate the warehouse in California. So right now we need to ship from Port LA to warehouse like 90 miles, like 2 hours.
Wow.
Ground transportation. So that's why the shipping decreased significantly. And we don't have any more inbound transportation that we used to ship from 3PL via UPS to deliver products to Amazon FBA, just because once we delivered products to Amazon distribution center, then Amazon gonna distribute and gonna send products to Amazon FBA centers automatically. And like Amazon distributing our products across the US, we don't pay anything for that. We just deliver for one warehouse. So this is the same thing that we're gonna utilize now.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like this business is right at the point where there are a lot of exciting growth opportunities, a lot of cost saving to be had right now. And for anyone interested in buying, they'll be able to benefit from that in addition to you supporting them for the entire year. So seems like a great acquisition to consider. And on that note, I think this is the perfect spot to wrap this up. So Andre, thanks so much for sharing your story about yourself and your business and joining us on today's episode. And I hope your business is purchased in the near future and by the perfect buyer.
Awesome. Yeah, Nick, thanks for this podcast. Thank you, everyone who listened us. Appreciate that. Thank you.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. To learn more and see if this listing has already been sold, head over to empireflippers.com/marketplace and search for listing number 65866. And if you're watching this on YouTube, click the link in the description to go straight to the listing. And once you've unlocked this listing, you'll be given everything you need to know about this business. So until next time, enjoy your digital journey.